what's up? Doug and KJ. Or the Sod Father, or Double Cut Doug.
Double Cut Doug. I like that one.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the String Samurai.
String Samurai.
Or Pokemo.
Pokemo.
It's Tuesday morning, guys, 9 a.m. And I think you can probably see right through the back window there. Yeah, it's foggy. We had all that rain yesterday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll turn the fan down so we don't pick that up. Had all that rain yesterday. And, yeah. Then it cleared off. It's actually clear sky up there someplace. But the combination of those two, we just get fog.
Yep.
And everything is soaking wet. So we're going to be sucking some wet, nasty, slimy leaves today. It is not going to be fun. The bags are going to be heavy. Go to mulch them up, and the deck's just going to get plugged up. It's just not going to be a fun day. But, and then we are actually, it's Tuesday, but we're still mowing Monday's schedule. So we're just running right down the list and get as many done as we can. And I think with the skips, because we are going to have some skips, we should get caught up by tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
So, and, oh yeah, and today we're going to have the H out, the Walker H, 64-inch deck. We got some big properties to mow. And yeah, so it'll be the initial mow, the initial voyage for the H. It's not on the trailer. We'll come back and get it later. But, yep, so we're going to be mowing with the H today. I imagine that's what you guys are going to get to see in footage. I mean, come on, it's the new mower, right?
It's the new mower.
All right, well, let's go do this, and hopefully we don't get lost in this fog. We can't get lost. Our town's a mile long by a mile and a half wide.
Yeah.
It's not very big. Anyways, let's go hit it. We'll check in back later.
Yep. What do you think?
She's a big old girl. By the way, guys, we got a name for this. Big Bird.
Big bird.
Big Bird. The sun finally came out and burned off that fog that we had for 5 hours today. Wet fog, wet leaves, wet everything.
Yep.
So there you go. The Walker H is mowing, man. We can't run straight lines with it yet, but they're getting better, and we don't know the overlap where to kind of set your front tire. That I always go off the front tire. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I will say that KJ, we each mowed about probably an acre. Good trial run on it. We got to see some grass. We got to see some leaves. And, you know, if you watch the... We're on a gravel road, guys. If you watch the promotional video about that deck, they say there's a lot of mulch action underneath the deck, even though it's called rear discharge. And I 100% agree with that, because we were cutting off 3 inches in spots, and the pieces were coming out at 1 inch.
Yeah.
So it's a real fine cut that comes out the back. We did run into that one property. I think his sprinklers were running, dude. Cutting out 2-3 inches of wet grass, like the sprinklers just ran wet. And I had to double cut it because there was a couple clumps out there.
Yeah.
But second pass, cleaned it right up. Looks good. So yeah, it runs a lot smoother than the B in the controls. The controls are so smooth, like butter smooth. Of course, you know, I'm comparing it to a 2012 Walker B with 1,600 hours on it. That's half wore out, but the controls are just so smooth in it. It's just, I don't know, you're just so fluid. You just kind of let it go. Yeah, man, just riding the wave. But yeah, I like it. What do you think, KJ?
I like it. I like it.
Can flat cover some ground fast with that sucker.
You can.
Man.
And it flies. And mows and flies.
I'm pretty sure it's going to beat the V-Ride 252 inch in a drag race. There's no doubt in my mind it's faster than the V-Ride 2. So it's rated at 10 miles an hour, I think, from the factory, but it's got to go faster than that.
It's quick.
It's pretty fast. Like, I don't even go that fast because I haven't configured out how to get it going straight yet. But guys, I'm telling you, so far so good. That thing is going to save us a ton of time. We just ripped through some properties that usually take us a lot longer, and it was just like, okay, we're done.
Yep, in and out.
Yeah, another thing, I did not hear the motor bog down one time. 38 horsepower and what, 54 foot-pounds of torque? She better not bog.
There it goes.
Guys, we ended up skipping about 50% of our properties. Yep, but which means the properties that we skipped this week we'll mow next week, and the properties that we mowed this week, most of those will be skipped next week, unless they have leaves.
Right.
So we're caught up.
Oh yeah.
100% caught up. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We actually have 2 lawns off today's schedule that we're going to mow tomorrow. They were just soaking wet, and tomorrow's schedule is probably going to be 50% skip. So tomorrow's probably going to be a fairly short day, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
'Tis the season. So there you go, guys. The Walker H. Sure, you guys will see it in the future. And if you have any questions, I'll tell you what I know.
Yep.
Bye.
Ciao.